Alright, well, welcome to a blustery November day here in Pennsylvania. Today is November 23rd, just a couple days away from Thanksgiving. Anyway, it is Thanksgiving break for me from teaching, so I got plenty of time this week and this weekend to do some more filming, so I'm trying to make the most of it, even though today is a bit blustery. Not so much right down here where I am, but when we get up to where we're going, it probably will be. But anyway, we are here in Lancaster County at the I'm in Shanks Ferry Wildflower Preserve. I've been here a number of times, but I'm not going to be staying in the preserve. I'm just kind of parking here to head up to where we're going to go. Because right behind me is a train tunnel. Up above there is the Enola low-grade rail trail. I'll try to put the name Enola low-grade down there. It is not an active railroad anymore, so now it is a rail trail. But there are a number of cool culverts up there, or tunnels that drain water through underneath the railroad bed. And then there's actually an active railroad bed down there too, where this one kind of lines up, runs parallel with. So anyway, there are some cool culverts up there that we're going to check out. Of course, this is the railroad tunnel we had to drive through to get here. I don't know if this one has a name or not. It's always fun to drive through a railroad tunnel. And there are 4 of these culverts that we're going to explore. I just love how my voice echoes in here. Beautiful stonework in this one. When you drive through it, you don't necessarily get the true picture of it. Anyway, there are 4 culverts up here we're going to explore. I've seen pictures of them, and I'll talk a little bit about how I know about these. This is not my discovery. And I think the last one is called the Hall of the Mountain King. So that sounds really interesting. I'm going to do my best to walk through these as best we can. And just to the left here should be a trail that heads up here, yep. Enola Trail. So this trail will take us up to the railroad bed. So I've heard about these tunnels from a number of sources. I think years ago a viewer mentioned them to me, and I'm pretty sure Kathy from Random Outdoor Fun, the channel, I mentioned her channel a number of times. I believe she was here filming as well. And there's a website called Uncharted Lancaster, and I'll try to put a link down below to some of their stuff, or to their page, because they talk a lot about this as well, these culverts. In fact, I learned most of what I learned from that website. So if you want to check out more information about it, you can check out their site. I'll try to put a link down below to that page. Alright, I'm actually kind of looking forward to this. I am making another video as well. There was a train wreck up here on this old railroad bed some time ago as well. And supposedly there's still some wreckage out here of that train wreck. So we're going to try and find that too. But I'm going to post that in another video, I think. Alright, let's get up to the rail bed. Find these culverts in the Hall of the Mountain King. That sounds very like Lord of the Rings. That's kind of what got my attention. Yes, the trail just keeps taking you up and up. You can see the railroad bed over there, so that's what it's trying to hook us up with. Ugh. Yep, and right up here is the rail trail. And we will head off to the right here. Find these culverts. And out there is the Susquehanna River. And the active railroad's down there as well. So like I said, there are 4 of these culverts down in these ravine type areas. You see there's a hill over here, here's a ravine, and there's a hill. So Well, it's like a little stream comes down here. There should be a culvert down at the bottom of this one. We'll check that in a moment. But out there you can see the Susquehanna River. Alright, so I'm down at the bottom here, down that little ravine. I forget if this is one of the culverts or not down here. I feel like I have to go a little bit further to the next area, but we'll check. Should be something down here though. Well, if there is something down here, it will be at the bottom of this, right down there. Just gotta find a way down there yet. Alright. A safe way. Alright, so almost there, and I do see a little opening in there. Just gotta make our way down there yet. I probably have to turn you off. Alright, and there they are. Now those look interesting, slightly ominous. Of course, we're a ways down from the bed. I don't know if this is the... I don't know if the website didn't mention there being two holes at the first one. I can't even see... Oh, there's light. I can see light at the end of that one. Alright, well... You know we're going down there, so... Alright. Whoa, these look awesome. Well, this totally has a Lord of the Rings feel, like we're entering the mines of Moria. There's some numbers up there. Not sure what they mean, but I guess let's try going in this one first. Of course, you got a bit of a perspective as to how big these are. Oh wow, this is amazing. Wow, have to stoop just a little bit to be in here. Oh, is that one dying? Ah, you know, it's great. I'll be back. Well, thankfully I had another flashlight along. Wow. This, a little bit of water in here. Look, it's bigger. I can like stand up fully now. Brickwork at the top. This is long too. Huh. Oh, well, that got wet. Some deeper pools in here. But wow. I mean, see the stonework, brickwork. Thankfully there's daylight at the end here. Some more muddy areas. Wow. I see footprints in here, so I'm not the only one that's been in here. And now we have to stoop again. Whoa, like really stoop. Really stoop. All right, another turn you off here. I think we're getting, stooping level is getting pretty bad. Ouch, that was the head. here we are at the end. Almost have to get on my hands and knees to get out of this one. Oh, we're out. Phew. All right, out there's the Susquehanna River. Phew. And then over here's the other tunnel. So we came out that one. Now we're gonna go back through this one. All right, so I'm gonna start heading up the other one. I'm gonna wait until I don't have to stoop anymore to turn you back on. A little difficult to film and stoop, but I'll join you up a little bit more. I can stand up a little bit better. All right, so back with you again. This one has some deeper pools of water. But also, check this out. There's like a little side tunnel going up there. No way I'm fitting in there though, but I gotta turn you off so I can make my way across this deepest part here. All right, away we go. A little bit more water running through this one. Oh, there's a deep pool. I think we can get over that one. There's a little waterfall on here. All right, I gotta turn you off again. Get past this obstacle. All right, almost at the end. Alright, that was cool. Alright, so those are pretty awesome. Walking through those. So I'm gonna head back up to the rail trail and look for the next set. I'm not sure if this was the first set I saw on the website or not. I feel like their first tunnel just had one tunnel entrance, but we'll see. Hopefully my flashlight lasts. I didn't think about that. I always forget something when I come out to film. My main flashlight, I forgot to charge the batteries on it, but thankfully I brought the second one along. Yeah, I know that's probably something I should think about if I'm gonna go explore tunnels, but I don't know, there's so many things to remember when I go on these trips that it seems like I always forget something. This time it was to charge the batteries. Oh well, but as long as that other little flashlight works, we'll be okay. Hopefully. All right, let's get back up there and find the others. And here we are back up on trail. You can kind of see the Safe Harbor Dam up in the distance up there. Because out here too is some islands referred to as, there's Little Indian Rock and Big Indian Rock, and they have some Native American petroglyphs on them. I filmed them some years ago, but I'm hoping to do that again sometime. Probably next year. All right, so I believe we have our next ravine up here, just passing another hill. So down here should be the next culvert. Oh, that's another steep drop down there. Looks like there is a trail down here to this one, so let's head on down. See what this one looks like. It is breezy up here. Okay, this is going down. So I guess people go down to this one, but that first one I went to doesn't look like too many people go down there, but that one was awesome. Alright, so here we are down at the bottom of this one. And I did not get down here without injury. I kind of took a spill, but I'm okay. Oh, this is a much bigger opening down here than this one. Just gotta find a way down there yet. And there we go. So this is indeed the second one. And this is the one that has like a 3-foot drop up ahead. It kind of goes through here and then there's a drop. We'll see what happens when we get there.
Alright, so this one will be much easier to walk into. There's a stiff breeze coming out of this window. Nice slip in here. Lots of water in this one. Yeah, the flashlight isn't so bright in this one. Sorry about that. But this one's got brickwork in here as well. Yeah, this one's super easy to walk through. Oh, and there's the active railroad right up there. So the culvert goes under the old one, and then the newer one. Yeah, there's the drop. All right, I'm not gonna go all the way through to that one, because this kind of ends right there. Well, on second thought, I decided to come down, because we just came out of there. There's the drop. This side was a little easier to get down to these rocks here. So, we are down now. There's water just gushing out of here. Alright, so we'll go to the end. Get a little wet here. And out there's the Susquehanna. They got some beautiful views out there. And there's looking back where we came from. That looks pretty awesome though too. Got water gushing out from either side there. And we gotta get back up there. All right, well, going down that was a lot easier than coming back up, but we made it up. Now we gotta continue on back that way. I'll film just a little bit on the way back. Kind of see it better. There's better light on the way back here. All right, I'll see you at the other end. All right, so another tunnel completed, or another culvert. I know they're technically culverts, but I'll probably call them tunnels too. I'm gonna try and pick my favorite. They're all unique. I still think I like the first one better, the double board culvert. Had more of an ancient feel to it. Although that little drop in that one where you can see the other railroad, that was kind of cool too. All right, we're gonna get back up on the rail bed, and the next one should be too far down. I think the last one is about a half mile longer walk, well, relatively longer compared to what we've been doing, about half a mile. I think the third one also has that train wreckage too, but I'm not going to show a lot of that in this video because I'm currently making another video for that as well. So let's quit yapping and get to the third tunnel. I think the third one is kind of skinny too. Remember, and then the fourth one is called the Hall of the Mountain King. All right, hopefully the flashlight lasts too. All right, by the time we get to the Hall of the Mountain King. All right, so just off to our right is the third ravine or gully area. So we're gonna head down here. Down here's where that train wreck should be too, some of the wreckage. So just gotta find a way to get down to this one. Yeah, if you do come to explore these tunnels, just be aware that some of the land adjoining the trail is private, but is clearly marked. So we'll stay, on this side of it. The trail going down is itself not posted. And down, I can see the next culvert down there. All right, so I've made it down to the third culvert. You can see it right there, and what's up here is the remains of some of that train wreck. But I'm sharing that in another video, so that's all I'll show in this video. All right, so we will head down there in a moment. All right, here is that third tunnel. It's very similar to the last one we were at, about the same size. Up there's some of that train wreckage again, but let's go ahead and go on through this one. A lot more water in this one too. Yeah. Try to find the driest way. Yeah, this one's a lot more wet. There we go. Sorry about the lack of lighting. But you're seeing what I'm seeing. And the end is in sight here. Of course, this one doesn't have the drop off, but the other one had. It's always cool looking out through the end there. Looks like there is another culvert underneath the newer railroad, but I'm not gonna bother with that. All right, there's the river again. There's looking back the way we came. So we're gonna go ahead and head on back up through this one. We'll walk a little bit in together. There's just a feel to these. Back to the world again. All right, so third tunnel down. There should be one more, about a half mile down the trail. Like I said, that's the one that gets called the Hall of the Mountain King. I know I've seen pictures of it, people there, but I kind of forget what it looks like all of a sudden. But we'll find out in a moment, hopefully. So it should be the coolest one, we'll see. I still like the first one, I think. So far, this would be my least favorite one. It was similar to the second one, but it didn't have that other little feature inside of it. All right, so let's get back up to the main trail. Yeah, so on our way to the fourth culvert, we're walking through a pretty cool section here. These huge, steep cliffs. And somewhere in here is where that train wreck occurred. Huge 3-ton boulder had fallen on the tracks. Train couldn't stop in time, and boom. So, like I said, our fourth culvert is about a half mile up this way. Well, a little bit less than that now, but. And then just up ahead here, I think is our fourth ravine, or gully. So our fourth culvert should be up here. Because up ahead there's a fence. I think there was a big bridge up here. Railroad bridge. I think that's the one that got burned. It was an arson. Some people burned the bridge, so it's closed now. I was wondering if I'd be able to get a look at it, but I think they got it fenced off up there. But anyway, we're gonna head down to this fourth culvert, the Hall of the Mountain King. But before we head down there, here's a view of the Susquehanna. Out there is the Safe Harbor Dam. Like I said, I have kayaked out here actually, because out here there's rocks out here, and there's islands that have Native American petroglyphs on them. It's windy up here. That's a beautiful shot out there. Yeah, that is beautiful out there. We'll try and do that trip sometime again here, but let's head on down below. There's quite an obvious trail headed down to this one as well. Kind of excited to see what this one looks like. All right, where does our trail go? This way? Guess so. Yeah. Zooms on down. Down somewhere is our destination. I'll see you down there. All right, so down here is the fourth one. Well, this one's a lot steeper incline than the others. Whoa. Oh, this is the one that ends in two smaller little tunnels. Cool. All right, let's head on into this one. This one's actually has a different feel than the last two. A little bit smaller, definitely a lot, probably hard to tell on camera, but it has a much steeper, we're going downhill. The lighting will be better in this one as well. The Hall of the Mountain King. It has that feel. Look at the beautiful brickwork. Waiting for some orcs and goblins to come jumping out. This one's actually pretty long as well. All right, a little wet spot here. Yeah, this one's long. Yeah, and you could continue on in this one through these two little pipes. They are human-sized. But, oh, it's slippy here. I don't think I'll do that. Once again, right up there is the other active railroad bed. So these just take you under that one. You can see the light at the other end, but I don't feel the need to crawl through those. All right. There's looking back the way we came. All right, let's head back. I don't know if this is picking up more of the steep angle that we have to walk up or not. But it's not flat in here. If you can see there gives you an idea of the steepness, the grade that I'm walking up in here. Put the light out. Trying to think which is my favorite tunnel. It's either that first set of two, or this one. I mean, the third one was my least favorite. Up and up we go. I know I keep making Lord of the Rings references, but this is kind of like the mines of Moria. You know, the hobbits and everybody's trying to get out of the mines with the orcs and goblins chasing them out. And they see daylight up ahead. All right, there's the end. All right, well, I'm just chilling down here now, sitting, having some water and some snacks down here, sitting on top of this final culvert. But you can let me know which one you liked the best. For me, it's a pretty close, almost a tie for the best. I think I do like the first ones, those two. Those just had a feel to them. Like, they're just smaller and they felt more ancient in a way. They were pretty long. They're about as long as this one, but this one was pretty awesome too. It was long. For some reason, that downhill slant made it feel different as well. And the lighting in this one was better. The other two in the middle, and part of that's my fault because I didn't. Well, my backup flashlight was a smaller one because somebody didn't recharge the batteries in the big one. But that's my fault though. I apologize for that. So the light in the two middle tunnels wasn't the best. But the third tunnel was my least favorite. But then the other one was, which was that the second one? The second one had that little drop off, and that was kind of cool. But anyway, like I said, you can let me know which one you liked. And just a piece of advice too, some people follow the active railroad bed to get to some of these. You can do what you want, but it is, just as a side note, it is illegal to walk along an active railroad track. So if you do so at your own risk. You could get in trouble for that if you get caught. So just keep that in mind as well. But otherwise, these are pretty cool to see. Just be careful, it does get slippy at times in some of them, and coming down these ravines can be a little slightly treacherous. I fell once, landing on my back, landing on a rock, but I'll be okay. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, I'm yapping too much again. Anyway, I'm gonna get moving. Now that I'm sitting down here in the shade, I'm starting to cool off a bit. But we're gonna hike maybe like, I don't know if it's quite 2 miles back. I feel like it's a little bit less than that. But anyway, cool little adventure, which I highly recommend. All right, thanks for coming along, and I'll see you around.